Good morning, and I count it as a joy to share a short devotional this morning. Even as I stand in a beach at Malaysia, I would like to read Psalm 113, verses 17 and 18. It says, "How precious to me are your thoughts, O God! How vast is the sum of them! Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I am awake, I am still with you." What an assurance that the Lord gives us this morning. When we read through the psalm, the first thing that strikes me is that God's thoughts are unique and very special to us. And it is important for us to trust Him even if we don't understand His plans. Because His plans are so unique, He kind of doesn't repeat, what He does for somebody else. He kind of knows us by name. He kind of knows us by person. And He creates plans for us that are very, very unique. So the first thing that I would like to share with you is that His thoughts are unique and special to us. The second thing that I would like to mention is God's thoughts show His care and concern for us. When you read through the psalm, you will understand how precious to me are your thoughts. That indicates here is a God who's so mindful about us, who's so concerned about us, who really is so much bothered about us. And that is the God that we have. He loves us so much. The third thing that I would like to share with you is that God's thoughts are infinite. It's countless. We can't count them. When we read through the psalm, we would understand, were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. Even as I stand here at this beach, I can see that there's so much of sand grains that it is practically impossible for us to count. Even if I would employ a lot of people, it is impossible. But here is a God who says that His thoughts for us are infinite like those sand grains. And that is an encouragement for us to know that He is able to guide us through every situation and circumstances. Fourthly and lastly, living in God's presence brings joy to us. Even as psalmist closes in verse 18, he says, "When I awake, I am still with you." What an assurance that God gives us this morning. When we wake up, He is there. And I'm sure that even as we start this day, even as we start working on this day, here is a God who gives us an assurance that He is always with us. His thoughts on us are so precious and they are so vast, and He is always with us. Have a blessed day and praise be to God. Thank you.